Valley's leading news program with Matt Pellman, meteorologist Karen Rogers, Tamela Edwards, and Matt O'Donnell.
Good morning. It's 4 a.m. on this Monday morning.
Good morning. It is Monday morning. Here's what we're following for you in Action News. A police chase for a stolen car leads to a fiery crash in Delaware County. We are hearing from witnesses as the investigation continues.
Lingering questions about the escape of Danilo Cavalcante as Chester County officials are in the hot seat. A community meeting scheduled for tonight had to be moved in anticipation of a large turnout.
And get ready for a Monday night matchup on 6 ABC. The Eagles are in Tampa looking to stay undefeated on the season.
All right, but let's talk about your AccuWeather and traffic. Will it ever stop completely
Seems
raining?
like it won't, right?
No.
It's damp. It's dreary out there today.
Kind of a gray weekend.
Yes, gray weekend.
But you still went down the shore.
I still went down the shore. It was still great. Hopefully everybody made the most of it.
I want to see all your pictures.
Absolutely.
Family videos and everything.
Let's take a look outside right now. We've got all morning, Pellman. All these hours to look at your pictures. All right, looking outside live. Right, we can't show that kind of debauchery on TV, though. It's wet out there. 8 mile an hour, 8 mile visibility right now in Redding. It's 2 mile visibility in Lancaster. In addition to the rain and the breeze and the clouds, we've got some fog out there as well.
Next on Action News at 10 a.m., it's a battle between the Birds and the Bucks right here on 6 ABC. We're counting down to tonight's Monday Night Football matchup as both teams try to become one of the last to remain undefeated in the NFL.
And if you're looking to save money on your car insurance, we are sharing news you can use. Why you might not want to turn to some of those popular rate comparison sites.
Plus, rent a mom, whether it's making their beds or delivering soup. More parents are reportedly hiring help to help their college students cope with leaving the nest. How much these professional parents charge. We're talking about it in Big Talkers.
Oh, we're talking. Let's go, ladies. Action News at 10 a.m. starts right now.
Action News, Delaware Valley's leading news program with meteorologist Karen Rogers, Nydia, Alyana Gomez, and Alicia Vittarelli.
Good morning. It is Monday, September 25th. Rainy days and Mondays yet again.
Yeah, I hope you guys had a good weekend. Of course, it's Yom Kippur, and so we are wishing our Jewish friends a good fast on this Day of Atonement.
Yes. And we're going to get a check on that AccuWeather forecast because this rain and the dreary, gray, cloudiness, we want it to go away, Karen. Yeah. So let's see what we can do.
And I'm so sorry for Alyana and for everyone else who was outside in the rain at the parade yesterday. Whatever you were doing, we have been soaked. And as we look outside live, it's not looking a whole lot better, is it out there? We've got a lot of clouds and some low clouds. It's not that we're seeing a lot of rain at the moment. It's just damp and dreary. Currently, that temperature is 63. We have not budged all morning with these temperatures. Visibility 10 miles. But as you look at this shot, you can see there's lots of low clouds out there. Winds are out of the north-northeast, sustained at 13. They are going to pick up at times. But as we look at these wind vectors swirling around this area of circulation, this is the center of the low that was once Ophelia and pushing slowly out of here. We're not getting a lot of rain at the moment. The heaviest rain is up in New England. But as these bands wrap around this, we're not done with this all just yet.
Action News, Delaware Valley's leading news program, now continues.
It's 10:30 and Action News continues with a story that might make you reconsider your diet. What researchers just discovered about certain foods and depression in women.
And boat brawl. The men at the center of that violent and viral fight on an Alabama dock shared their story for the first time. Sorry about this video.
But we begin with the criminals reportedly targeting nail salons in our area.
Yeah, we know that in at least one of the robberies, a woman, was shot twice.
For more on the investigation, we turn now to Action News reporter Caroline Goggin live in Fishtown for us with the latest on all this. Hi, Caroline.
Hey guys, Philadelphia police tell me this morning they are looking for 2 men who were involved in 2 armed robberies at 2 different salons here in the city over the weekend. This is one of the salons that was involved. It's Nails in the City. This is in Fishtown, and Philadelphia police tell us that armed robbery here resulted in a shooting on Saturday night. Here's some video from that scene that night. Officers responding to the salon along the 2400 block of Aramingo Ave just after 7:30. They say a shooting happened inside and outside of the salon. One woman was shot twice in the leg and the foot. We're told she was taken to the hospital in stable condition.
Action News, Delaware Valley's leading news program with John Paul and Sarah Bloomquist.
Monday afternoon, and the big story on Action News this noon is New Jersey Senator Bob Menendez speaking publicly for the first time since he was indicted by a federal grand jury in New York.
And that indictment charges the 69-year-old Democrat and his wife, Nadine Menendez, with having a corrupt relationship with 3 New Jersey businessmen. The couple is charged with accepting hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of bribes in exchange for using the senator's influence to attempt to protect and enrich those 3 men and the Egyptian government.
Now, speaking just moments ago from Union City, New Jersey, Senator Menendez maintained his innocence and says he has no plans to resign.
Action News, Delaware Valley's leading news program, now continues.
Hello again. Here are some of the stories we're following for you on Action News at 12:30. We're hearing from U.S. Senator Bob Menendez for the first time since his indictment on federal corruption charges, the latest on the growing pressure for the New Jersey lawmaker to resign. Plus, the Eagles are hoping to make their season 3-0 tonight on the road in Tampa. Hear from excited fans and head coach Nick Sirianni, and how best friends in Kansas were able to make each other's dreams a reality with the ultimate gift, creating a family.
And now the details. New Jersey Senator Bob Menendez made his first public comment since his indictment last week on federal bribery charges. The defiant lawmaker insisted he'll be exonerated, claiming that thousands of dollars in cash found in his home was earned lawfully. ABC's Liz Landers is in Washington now with the latest.
Action News, Delaware Valley's leading news program with meteorologist Adam Joseph, Christy Aletto, Sarah Bloomquist, and Brian Taff.
Right now at 4 o'clock, a storm that just will not go away. That system that was once Tropical Storm Ophelia has stalled over the region, bringing day after day of damp and dreary conditions. It is Monday afternoon. I'm Brian Taff.
And I'm Sarah Bloomquist. The big story on Action News is the weather pattern that has us locked under gray skies since Friday. Unfortunately, relief is still a little ways away.
Meteorologist Brittany Boyer in for Adam Joseph live in the Weather Center with more on when we might finally see the sunshine again, Brittany.
A few more days until that's going to happen. We stay stuck in this damp and dreary pattern. If we look back at the last couple of days, Saturday was our coolest day since early May. We stayed in the low 60s. Sunday, we made it to 70. So far today, 66 degrees. Average is 76, so temperatures unseasonably cool, and we've had nearly 2 inches of rain in the city over the last 72 hours. But look at some of these rainfall totals as you work your way into parts of the suburbs, also into New Jersey. Nearly 3 inches in Trenton, over 3.5 inches in places like Pottstown, Atlantic City, and then some of the top totals at the shore, Beach Haven, nearly 7.5 inches of rain over the last couple of days.
Action News, Delaware Valley's leading news program, now continues.
Hello again, 4:30 now, and Action News continues with the Jersey Shore mishap now being forever immortalized in a calendar.
Plus, closing up shop. Philadelphia-based Rite Aid is set to close hundreds of stores. We'll break down the impact on workers and shoppers. Taronda.
And it is the holiest holiday for Jewish people, this Yom Kippur. We see how people are celebrating and the places of worship stepping up safely.
But we start with the aftermath of Tropical Storm Ophelia. As the storm moves away, some of our local areas down at the shore are tracking the threat of even more coastal flooding.
Yeah, this after the weather canceled several events this weekend, left so many people without power. Check out this video of strong waves crashing into some kids standing near a seawall. This was in North Wildwood as people were out and about celebrating the annual Irish Fall Festival despite that weather.
We have live team coverage. Meteorologist Brittany Boyer is tracking how long this wet weather will stick around. But first, Action News reporter Katie Catro is live in Atlantic City with more on another round of storm cleanup. Katie.
Action News, Delaware Valley's leading news program with meteorologist Cecily Tynan, Alicia Vittarelli, Sharrie Williams, and Rick Williams.
Another day under a gray sky, rain showers and windy conditions.
The action cam caught people donning raincoats and sweatshirts today as they ran errands here in Cherry Hill. And the rain clouds will stick around for another day.
Monday night, the big story on Action News is the lingering clouds and rain showers after a weekend washout.
Let's head right over to meteorologist Cecily Tynan, who is live in the Weather Center with an update from AccuWeather. I guess we're looking forward to Wednesday, Cec? Is that
Wednesday is kind of the bright spot. And this fall really stinks so far. Not only has it been wet 3 days in a row, it's also been on the cool side. Today's high of 66, 10 degrees below average. Philadelphia, we've had about 2 inches of rain, but many areas even more than that.
Action News, Delaware Valley's leading news program, now continues.
Hello again, Monday night, 5:30 now, and here's what's happening on Action News this half hour. The past few days of heavy rain has caused damage to the beaches and losses to the businesses at the Jersey Shore. We're live with a look at the impact of the weekend's washout. Also, the Philadelphia Police Department is about to enter a new era. Tonight, we sit down for an exclusive with Interim Commissioner John Stanford as he reveals some positive trends when it comes to crime. And we're just hours away from the kickoff of Monday Night Football as the Philadelphia Eagles take on the Tampa Bay Bucks. We'll take you live to Tampa for a preview. Sharrie?
Now the details here at 5:30. It was a weekend washout for most of us around here, including, of course, at the Jersey Shore, where a lot of businesses are hoping to get those final sales in before the cold weather. As we take this live look right here, our attheshore.com camera, this is in Ocean City along the boardwalk. There's some activity, people out there, of course, and businesses are open. The shops and restaurants are counting that the weekend won't be a total loss and they can rebound in the coming weeks. Action News reporter Katie Catcho live for us now in Atlantic City with details on how the weather has impacted the beaches and business. Katie.
Action News, Delaware Valley's leading news program with Deuces Rogers, meteorologist Cecily Tynan, and Brian Taff.
It's Monday night. South Philadelphia-based Rite Aid set to close hundreds of stores, and another damp and dreary day. We're tracking more rain and the coastal flood warning now in place. But the big story on Action News tonight is the Monday night matchup, just more than 1 hour away, pitting the Eagles against the also unbeaten Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Birds are on the road in Florida tonight as they look to go 3-0 for the second straight season, and Eagles fans are ready after a weekend spent cooped up watching other teams take the field. It's Philadelphia's turn in prime time, with all of America tuning in. And so we begin tonight with Sports Director Deuces Rogers and ESPN Sal Paolantonio live in studio tonight. A big night, gentlemen.
Brian, we cannot wait for this game to get going. All right, Sal, bottom line, what is this all about tonight?
I heard Brian say big story on Action News, and the big story in this football game is Jalen Hurts. It always will be for the Philadelphia Eagles, but especially tonight. This will be the best defense they probably face all year. I said that. Cowboys fans out there, this will be the best defense. How does he react to the pressure that Todd Bowles will bring in this football game?
Action News, Delaware Valley's leading news program with meteorologist Adam Joseph, Deuces Rogers, Gray Hall, and Sharrie Williams.
Breaking news to get to tonight. Video showing people breaking into stores right in Center City, Philadelphia. Officers saying these people were not part of the protesters who were upset following a judge's dismissal of all charges against former Philadelphia police officer Mark Dial.
Yeah, people can be seen carrying arms full of merchandise after breaking into this Foot Locker on Chestnut Street.
Monday night, I'm Gray Hall with Sharrie Williams. The big story tonight on Action News is breaking news of reports of looting tonight on the streets of Philadelphia.
Well, this does come hours after city officials called for calm following charges being dismissed against Officer Mark Dial in the shooting death of Eddie Irizarry. Action News' Christy Aletto joining us here live now in Center City with more. And Christy, police stressing that those we're seeing doing these acts not necessarily a part of the protest from earlier.
Action News, Delaware Valley's leading news program Williams.
Looting in the streets of Center City, Philadelphia tonight, just hours after charges are dropped against a former Philadelphia police officer accused of murder. A Foot Locker on Chestnut Street, just one of the places targeted. Video from the scene showing scores of teens carrying arms full of merchandise after breaking into the store. And the looting is spreading. Chopper 6 live over Aramingo Avenue in Port Richmond, where there are reports that several stores in that area have been looted as well. It is Tuesday night, and the big story on Action News is a night of bad behavior and criminal activity along Walnut and Chestnut Streets in Center City. This following an evening of peaceful protests after charges were dismissed against former Philadelphia police officer Mark Dial in the shooting death of Eddie Irizarry. City officials had called for calm following the judge's decision today, but that hasn't necessarily been the case tonight. We have live team coverage from the peaceful protests to the damage and destruction by a group of teenagers in and around Philadelphia. Let's begin with Action News reporter Christy Leto along Walnut Street. Christy.